Welcome to the Superfacts Show on the Superfacts Network, featuring St. Laz, who also hosts the popular web series Gem Pop, and music journalist Gawd of Gawd. They have discussions about hip-hop, culture, society, philosophy, and everything else. Now available on YouTube and wherever else you get your podcasts. What up, world? It's your boy Gawd of Gawd, Superfacts Show, Superfacts Network. Today we got the Upstate legend, although paradoxically mysterious figure, Great God. How you doing, brother?
Everything is good, family. Everything is good.
You know, I mean, yeah, I seen you know, you had a clip of Benny the Butcher of a video you got coming out that went viral wearing a mask, and next thing I know, I see Kanye West wearing a mask.
That's what happened. I knew, and I put on the clip that I'm gonna give y'all this one for free. Like, I knew that they was going to run with the mask. You know, for me, the mask is like, I had to wear the mask through the pandemic, so it was like, I'm gonna keep the mask on. And then it was like, you know what? The music and these bars is way more important than this jewelry that I got on, this watch that I got on, this shit. You feel me? So the mask make it to where, don't worry about the face ain't what you need to be focused on. You know what I'm saying? Focus on these darts I'm throwing, this viciousness that I'm giving you on these records, this ass that I'm kicking on every record that I get on with somebody.
And that being said, you know, upstate New York's getting a level of attention it's never gotten before from I mean, I don't know if the Shady situation still exists, but at one point, you know, you got Shady Records up there. You got you know, Benny the Butcher, who you made a record with. But you know, underneath that mask lies an individual who basically was one of the first, if not the first, to do it upstate in New York. What do you think about seeing this this new generation have success, and do they have the proper amount of knowledge of the history of the upstate rap scene?
So in regards to the people that's coming up, I love to see it because I worked with all of them at some point in time. So that's all family, like Ito, like Benny, Conway, you know what I'm saying? Son NY out in Rochester. You know, this is all people that I work with already, you know what I'm saying? Stove God, you know what I mean? Aaron Cooks, before he was Stove God. These are all people that already been around, and I've been around, and I watched them on their whole way coming up. So it's beautiful to see that they get in that light. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all everybody wanted from up top, was to get that light and be respected by the MCs that we respected.
But you know, in your day, you brought that light back to Syracuse, or back to that whole area at one point, and I don't know what happened.
What happened with what specifically?
I mean, you like you said, you brought that light to that area well before Conway and them was rapping. You had artists going on mixtape tours. I mean, like I said, we ain't gonna get into too many details, but you know, why didn't the upstate New York scene catch on then? Because there's never been a lack of talent.
Well, at that time, it was a lot of street money being made. So in this rap thing, and really with anything in life, homie, you gotta do it all the way. If you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, it ain't gonna work, homie. If you making enough money in the streets, you don't need to rap. Fuck am I rapping for? Fuck I'm going to the studio for? I'm going to sell a joint, or I'm going to get some money. I'm going to stick something up. So that's why when I know for what I was trying to do and what the level that I was trying to get to in the rap industry, it turned me off because I never really saw nobody really get to the money like that. I would see artists on TV, but then when I seen them in real life, they don't got the chain, they don't got the jewelry in real life. They don't even live like they're saying they live. So I never wanted to be him. I never wanted to rap. I found out that it was a facade. I found out this shit was Sesame Street.
Hey, just out of curiosity, have you ever met a famous artist while wearing a mask?
And they didn't know who I was.
Yeah, maybe just once or twice.
Yes, in Vegas. In Vegas, I was in the club with French, and he was doing Dreas. This was like a month ago, and I had the mask on, and I was talking to Sway Lee was there, and I was talking to it was Sway Lee, the other one from Ray Shrummer, and then it was a couple more people, and everybody just kept saying that they liked the mask. You know what I mean? These is not even these are Versace masks. I'm cutting up for when I'm done with my wearing a $4,000 Louis shirt or a pair of shorts or whatever. I get it cut up and I get a mask made out of it. So, you know what I mean? It was like, damn, that's ill. You know what I mean? But they didn't know who, they didn't know who was under the mask. And they won't know who's under the mask until I feel like showing them what's under this mask. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's a great story, but that's not what I'm getting at. You know, well past the statute of limitations, well before your music career, you were known to sometimes get your way by force, and I'm just curious if somebody who ran across you on a bad day for them back in the day was ever a rapper.
Oh, absolutely. We targeted rappers, but it was different then because rappers had real jury then.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? At this point, you go grab something now, it ain't gonna be what it's supposed to be. It's gonna be fulafa. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't even worth it now. But yeah, I mean, we targeted rappers, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was the target because we know if you get a $40,000 advance, you're going to spend 20 of it in a jewelry store. Just like Kanye said, I'm going to get a Jesus piece as soon as I get my money. So of course, there was a lot of cats that met the Reaper.
You remember that MTV making the band shit with the rappers? I remember they got a $7,500 check and went and bought like $6,000 pieces of jewelry. And at that time, I wasn't even particularly financially responsible. I was like, man, y'all crazy.
Right. You knew even then that that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yo, those names you was talking about, I'm pretty familiar with all them, but tell me about Stove God. I ain't too hip.
So Stove God is Aaron Cooks, and he was A-Train. When he first started, he was A-Train. Then he was Aaron Cooks. Then now he's Stove God. He came through the industry by the way of Lord Jamal and Busta Rhymes. Recently, West Side Gun, the God West Side, he reached out to him and put him on a project that made a lot of noise. It made a lot of noise because West Side was making noise and Griselda was making noise, but it really made a lot of noise too for Stove God because it was like, who is Stove God? Why is he on the album and Conway not? So that was a big thing. Like, damn, well, who's this? Well, where Conway at? And who is this guy? So Stove God is one of these guys that been talking that shit since, like he said a line 7 years ago, 10 years ago. He said from the corner to the curb since Jordan versus Bird. Like he always been sharp. And now this new project that Westside just put out on Westside Gun Day, he on that album 5 times. Plus he did Reasonable Drought with Rock Marcy. So, you know, the young God is doing his thing. He definitely that guy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that guy. I just had him in the studio. We did the 10 trafficking commandments. And
that's what's up.
And we shot the video for that. And he jumped in the video with me and Benny and Joey Majors featuring Benny the Butcher, Taj Mahal, and J. Rell. It's called Boss Moves. That's out right now. You can go stream that right now. Follow me at Great God on all, on everything. And I got a joint called Gym Star that's coming out. The video that's out right now, streaming. The video come out for that next Monday. So, we working, man. It's work time.
I ain't trying to be too Dragon Ball Z-ish on you and shit, but you ascended to God form previously, and now you've ascended to a higher level. What made you choose Great God?
So let me tell you what Great God was my attribute. So my first attribute when I was a 5%er, my enlightener gave me the attribute Divine God Allah. Then I was so swift with my lessons. They used to be like, damn, you great God. I I knew my plus degrees before everybody around me knew they plus degrees. So a plus degrees is the last degrees. Those is like literally what it say. It's a plus degree. After year 1 through 40, after year 1 through 36, after your student enrollment, after you know what I mean? Your plus degrees is what encompasses the whole 360. So
you learned this on the street?
Absolutely.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that's usually like a penitentiary level dedication. That speaks to the your dedication and the quickness of your mind. So salute. Obviously I've never seen the lessons, but I know what they are, and I know how difficult they are.
Yeah, nah, it's and to have them on cap, because you had to have your lessons on cap, because you had to, the God might ask you, what's today's mathematics? And then you can't say, what's today, the 8th? Oh, nah, today's mathematics is Bill. You know what I'm saying? Or today was the 17th, today's the knowledge God, all born Bill. You know what I'm saying? Or today's the 3rd, that's understanding, being able to see things for what they are, not for what they present themselves to be. You had to be swift and check. You understand what I'm saying? You had to know your lessons, or else you was gonna get a universal. Then that was a physical beatdown. Yeah. So I learned all of this on Livonia in Brownsville at the Allah School in Medina. And my uncle Atiba, which was my pops, my pops brother, he taught us all. We had knowledge of self early. So, so that's how that came. It was like, oh nah, he great God. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, can I kind of change the conversation a little bit then? If you had knowledge of self early, and you make no bones about the fact, as people find out who you are, but they can just assume that I know what I'm talking about, that you engage in a lifestyle of criminality by choice, often not by necessity, because admittedly you're intelligent, you've had many opportunities, and like you just said, you had knowledge of self, and what was some of that. And like I said, this is before you got into entertainment and music and anything. So any would-be prosecutors or anything, all this shit's, and he ain't never killed nobody, and it's well past the statute of limitations. And I wonder if having that intellect, if you ever realized that the system is just set up to lose. So when you were engaged in that lifestyle, if you just realized, man, I can't win doing it the straight way, I might as well take my chances doing it like this.
Yeah, so you hit it on the head when you said to know and understand. A person can't be held accountable for that in which they don't know. When you know and you do wrong, it's 10 times worse. So that's why I always struggle with music, period. Because after the 5% nation, the natural growth is Orthodox Muslim and Islam. So in music and Islam is haram anyways, and we're not supposed to be making music. So that was always I always had damn, do I even want to do music? And what do I want to teach the people? What do I want to say? Because I know what I'm telling them is not right and exact. You understand? So that's why that's what would make me be real intricate in my rhymes. And I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons. And a lot of times I'm going to tell you the cons. I'm not going to glorify the pros without giving you the pros and the cons too. So to answer your question, yeah, man, it's like, that was always a struggle for me. You know what I'm saying? And, getting fast money and doing it the fast way, the ski mask way. You know what I'm saying? I say I get mine the live way, lay on side a nigga crib like a driveway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And knowing that ain't right and exact, and that ain't really even the message that I want to give, but it's a reality. It's just a harsh reality, but it is a reality.
I mean, you're reporting your life. Like in your case, it's biographical. It's not like, yo, this sounds cool. Let me make some shit to sound good about it. And then when you speak in them lines like that, I know people that hear it is like, that's a hot ass line, and them shits do be hot lines, but I know what that means. Because like it sound good to lay in somebody's crib like a driveway, but that takes a lot of time. Then to execute it, you got a split second decision making. You can't make any fucking mistake. And so like for instance, I don't know if you have PTSD or nothing. I ain't no amateur psychologist, but I guarantee you done had dreams about these shits.
Man, I got a record called PTSD, and that's one of my illest joints. It's one of my illest joints, man. Thanos did the beat for this shit, and you know what I said in that record, bro? I say in PTSD, I say, I recall pain vivid. You want to know why? Because I've been through it, dog, and I still live it. Don't get it fucked up. I'm still with it. All this pain that I got in my heart, I got to deal with it. I love you, Sammy. I love you, G. Pardon self, but this PTSD, it got me self-destructive. I don't know who to fuck with. I'm tired of thinking about niggas I left that I trusted. Shit was bad, but it's getting worse. I'm tired of thinking about these faggot-ass niggas every time I do a verse, especially when they not stand up. Type of nigga that you will see in the courtroom with their hand up. When the fuck is niggas gonna man up? I watched a nigga talk A1 murder shit, then clam up. They say a coward died 1,000 deaths. You died 999 times. You got one left. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
I got arrested for armed robbery. I didn't do in South Carolina with two teenage suspects. I was 19, they were 17. Basically, our crime was one of the dudes was black. One of them was like this Hawaiian gangbanger. One of them was me. And basically, my crime was being an N-word lover, and all of our crime was being some damn Yankees because we ain't robbed this store. And our godmother could only afford to get 2 of the 3 of us out. And I'd never even really been locked up before, but I knew enough. I knew I could hold my water, whatever. So I said, get them out, because you know they was young. I was worried, and so, you know, all this time prosecutors coming at me saying shit like, if I just testify against them, I can go home today and all this shit. And they won't give me a bail for the longest. I was down south, and then it was like dumb fucking high. So I sat in the jail for like 9 months till I got out. And TLDR, make a long story short, you know, obviously I never snitched or anything, and the shit got resolved because we didn't do the shit. And I just sleep so much better as a man. Like I could just picture being 43 now every day, thinking about the fact that I snitched on my friends for some shit they couldn't do because I was scared to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that'd just be like a straight bitch move. Like, I think one thing, you know, people be too immediate with it. They be sitting up in the police stations. Fuck having heart or not. You gotta live with yourself years down the road. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Definitely gotta live with it, man. And that's something it's something that you think about every day. I think about it every day, bro. Like I think about things that I could have did and when is the karma coming back? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is real, bro. That shit is real.
I mean, in your defense, I mean, and I'm making an assumption here, but you know, we know each other over a decade. I feel like I know you pretty good. You've never harmed anybody righteous.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, like you ain't never like breaking no church or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. So, you know, for the most part, everybody that got it deserved it, but it was a couple. It's you know, it's always a little collateral damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's impossible to avoid it, but I mean, you know,
yeah, it's always casualties in war that, you know, a couple people.
But people don't know what they getting into. That ain't that's not me or your fault.
Right.
You know, like, I mean, when you get in that game, that's part of it.
That's right. And you gotta, and that's the thing that we don't teach the young guys is that, man, listen, man, this shit is, we show them you get an 8-ball, next thing you know, you got a kilo in every movie. Nah, that ain't how it go. What happened to mama getting kidnapped? What happened to best friends trying to kill each other? See, and when they don't know that, like I said, you can't be held accountable for what you don't know. So if we just show them the bullshit every time and we rap the bullshit every time, of course he's gonna think you could go get him a little half an ounce, and then he's supposed to have a key in 2 months.
Word.
That ain't how the shit go though. It don't go like this, son.
Hey, you know, you told me about Conway and Griselda and all them way before anybody, and you know, you kind of like my go-to for what's going on up top in New York State. And you just said something that caught my attention. You said young guys. You know, the algorithm on YouTube suggested this. I was watching my man Laz's web series, and it suggested this young guy shit in a couple episodes. Rock, you ever heard of that?
Yeah, yep. That shit was popping in Syracuse. That shit is there. I think they got a deal for that.
They buzzing up there?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. Polo Guard, Monty. Yeah. They doing their thing.
Man, I don't know if they got a stylist or if they just got swag, but like man, I don't got no better word than swag. I feel terrible just saying that shit. I mean, you know, I'm the one who made up drip, like literally. Remember, I made dripped up before anybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Bun B and them was saying draped up, dripped out. You know what I'm saying? Right. I made up dripped up because you know I was so saucy I was dripping, but it was outer space fly, so I dripped up. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And now Cardi B got a dripped up song. But the point being, I don't know if you know the old story about Jermaine Dupri saw Criss Cross in the mall, and he didn't give a fuck if they could rap or nothing, just say look. And when I seen that Young Gods episode, especially one of those cats, I was like, man, homeboy need to be rapping. You know what I'm saying? He need to be all over somebody's TV screen. So I'm glad because you know, like, I mean, I'm in my mid 40s, and Conway and them, they got to be like late 20s, early 30s. I'm glad that there's still another wave coming behind. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, though, you know, it ain't just web series and music getting attention upstate. I see that you know, the production 38 Spesh, you know, like now upstate starting to develop a signature sound. And I heard a little rumor about you and 38 Spesh.
Yeah, so me and 38 Spesh, we supposed to do a whole EP together. You know what I'm saying? All, you know, produced by 38 Spesh. That actually was my main man, PR Dean, Coach Dean. That was his idea. He been telling me to do the fly underground shit. I'm talking about way back 6 years ago. He was telling me that, but he been telling me for the last year, do an EP, do a Great God EP, Spesh, and let's, you know what I'm saying? Spesh gonna be the king of the underground, and producer and in rapping. Spesh gonna be the king,
and y'all gonna press a vinyl and you're gonna put it on Get On Down and
all that. Yeah. Spesh say
you're gonna make 20,000 off every 1,000 copies you sell of that vinyl, and it's gonna get big streams. Yep.
All that. He said he gonna walk me through the process. So shout out to Spesh. You know what I'm saying? Shout out 38. These niggas still copping 62s and they 38. When I'm talking, don't bring no phones around me. My chain remind you of Dick Wolf. Ain't nothing but stones around me. God. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
you know? You see that slickery? See how I segue from the conversation to the, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, shit, that's why you great.
That's great God shit.
Word, no doubt. Shit, I mean, you already know I can't say but so much. So is it anything I missed? Anything you want to touch on?
Nah, that's it, man. This is one nice young, you know, nice young lady I want to touch on. Her name Toria, but nah, it's all good. So
hey, do me a favor though. Hold the chains up to the camera real good one time.
God Squad.
Yeah, them Jones clank, they ain't click.
Yeah, the Great God piece is coming ASAP. The EP is coming. It's called God Talk. You know, one thing I do want to say is that it's a lot of gods, but Great God is the God of all gods. It was no GAWD before me. Let's just get that. Let's just be clear.
Super facts.
Let's be clear.
And you got receipts.
And let's be clear. Go back to the blogs. Go back. There was no gods before it was me.
He right. He ain't lying.
No gods before it was me. Nobody had the audacity except the man in Chicago who called himself God, G-O-D. But there was no GAWD before me. I am the God of all gods, period.
I heard that. And the inspirator of mask wearers these days.
I'm telling you. And dog, y'all don't go get no nappy ass. This ain't a nappy ski mask. These were shorts. You know what I'm saying? This is different. This is an upper echelon of mask. You know what I'm saying? This is for certain delegators. It's not for everybody.
Man, you're gonna have to make a how-to video for them to cut the eye holes right. Because you know, some cats only gonna have one design and short to cut up, and they can't be fucking it up.
They can't fuck it up. Hey,
I've lived that life too. I ain't making fun of them shit.
Yeah, that video with me and Benny the Butcher when I popped out in the new Louis sweatsuit with the silk Louis mask on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you know, when y'all see it, just say, yeah, not a boy did that first. That was before Kanye, you know, did the shit in the stadiums and all that.
Gotcha.
Like you said, it's receipts for this shit. But I really just want them to know that all these gods, it was no gods before me. So let's not ever get that misconstrued.
Word. I mean, shit, that's a perfect place to end it. Great God, look out for his EP with 38 Spesh coming soon. He dropping music. I'll make sure to get it up on Dirty Glove Bastard for you. Share it on social media at Gawd of Gawd, at the Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Man, Great God, thank you for your time, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you wholeheartedly, man. Free Dick Wolf, free Louis Vuitton. That's what we on, man. Word.
Yeah, man. Free all the guys.
Free the guys, man.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you, man. I appreciate your time.
Shukran, Aki. I appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man. You take it light.